Hey everybody, we are back for the fourth and final video about the multi-component model of authenticity. Today we're on component 4, which is relational orientation. So recap, component 1 is self-awareness, component 2, unbiased processing, component 3, congruent behavior, and now component 4, relational orientation. This is really talking about how willing we are to be open and honest in our relationships with others. How willing are we to share our true feelings, our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses, our strengths with people that we are in relationship with. And now it's important because this is where we bring it all together in terms of becoming our most authentic self, right? The first two are really ideological components where we're kind of forming our value system. The third is our behavior, how we are acting out in the world. Now this fourth one is us in relationship to others, which is where all the magic really happens, in my opinion. It's a courageous act to be your true self in relationship to others. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I am in communication with anyone, honestly, like, it's even probably at this point a little bit of a subconscious piece that concern regarding their perception of how I present myself through my feelings, my vulnerabilities, my strengths. I don't want you to not like me, and I don't want you to think less of me, so I'm going to temper what I say to avoid that, right? Now, I think sometimes there's wisdom in that, right? Not everybody needs to hear the full truth all the time. Delivering messages to people is an art form. But I do think that what I have found is the paradox is I have this fear and concern that exposing my true self to others will bring judgment, and what it actually brings is proximity. It brings people closer, and it deepens those relationships, and it's really special. So just to wrap it all up, right? This is the Kiernes and Goldman multi-component model of authenticity. Came out in 2006. What is to me the best theory of definition of authenticity lived out in the world, and how to define it. And so just to wrap it up, the components, right? The first one we have our self-awareness, right? That self-awareness leads us to unbiased processing. That unbiased processing leads us to congruent behavior, and that congruent behavior leads us to relational openness. That relational openness then leads us to a deeper self-awareness, and the cycle repeats, and we continue building further and further along the pathway of being our most authentic selves. So I hope you guys got some value out of this, and appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you soon.